Welcome, everyone. I'm Wayne Slater, the Director of Product Marketing here at Prophix, and I'm joined today by Darren. Darren, I'd love you to introduce yourself to the people.
Thank you, Wayne. My name is Darren Goonawardana. I'm a principal at Collectiv. I'm also a Power BI planning and analytics expert.
Amazing. Thank you so much for joining us today. So taking this concept of transitioning from reactive to proactive, Darren, do you see opportunities in finance now, given this new kind of paradigm?
Absolutely. I think CFOs and finance departments have always wanted to be proactive, but they've never had the opportunity, the tools, the resources, and again, kind of the serious ability from the top down to be able to do that. So now they're being able to get into a lot more partnership with the business, really understanding what's happening with individuals, with the teams, and taking that next step as opposed to being kind of controllers of the domain, and actually partnering with the business and understanding what's going on under the covers beyond the numbers as well, which is particularly important these days.
What do you think are the next challenges for CFOs moving forward?
A lot of the CFOs that we're speaking to got the sort of past, the historical kind of somewhat in place, and of continuously improving that. The next aspect is then bringing also the planning aspect in it, and I look at it as a kind of a three-legged stool. Yeah. So you have to have obviously the past, the historical, the analytics, and then you have to have the planning and forecasting in place.
That's right.
And to keep the stool up, eventually you'll have to have the predictive as well. So getting all of those three things holding up the organization and driving the organization forward is key for them.
What do you see are next steps then for driving change within these organizations to address what you just talked about?
There's some key areas, and it's the P's, as I call it. So you've got the people, you need the right people in the right seats.
That's right.
You need some good processes as well, and they need to be documented and well-defined and understood around the organization as well. And then also you need to partner with the organization. So a lot of finance departments are now kind of transitioning to the kind of FP&A methodology, let's say, have been focusing around partnering with the business, not looking like they're kind of the folks who are scary, in the finance department, but actually coming and meeting the folks in these departments to find out exactly what their problems are and how we can help solve them and not be a blocker to that as well.
Absolutely.
And then I think that's also grown to actually encompass technology, because you need platforms to be able to bring all of these together in a cohesive fashion to automate, as everybody wants within the finance department. And then one final area that's become particularly important is passion. Okay.
Nice.
Especially with the people that you're bringing into the organization, Gen Z, etc. No longer is it possible to expect those folks to work 40 to 80 hours a week, especially on, shoveling around spreadsheets and things like that. They want to actually make a difference in their work as well. So that passion element, what they're creating, how they're driving the business forward is incredibly important. So I see all 5 of those P's being equally as important to drive an organization forward nowadays.
So we've talked a lot about, you've done a great job talking about people, processes, and technology. I want to hone back on the people, but then talk about the processes a bit. And I think there's a fantastic stat saying that I think 86% of finance execs believe their people need to upskill in a sense. I wonder if you could provide some examples of maybe how.
Absolutely. I think where there's a lot of opportunity that CFOs are seeing to upskill their people is really around that automation and also technology piece of it as well. So kind of getting rid of all of those sort of manual tasks.
I love the fact you touched on insights. Actually, highly trained and highly paid finance professionals spend 75% of their time gathering, collecting, manipulating, and formatting data, and only 25% of their time doing insights, performing insights, which is actually looking forward. Being able to provide those insights faster, and normally doing this, we all know that data is growing at an exponential rate. I think we're almost doubling now the data we collect year over year. It compounds. So being able to bring all that data into a single environment, unify that, so that's through technically integration with all your other business systems and bringing it into a single system. So now you have a single view of your financial truth, I guess would be a good way to look at it. And then being able to act on that data. Well, Darren, I want to thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
It's been time well spent. I've really enjoyed my time with you.
Same here.